Okay, I am going to spout this out on camera because I think it's relevant, maybe, to people in my life. And honestly, I need to get it out before I get where I'm going. I am extremely frustrated right now. And I feel, again, a little hypocritical about it. See, here's the situation. One, Michelle is not in a position to do anything right now because of where she's at and what's going on. And I am at work, or was. Obviously, I'm in my truck right now, but whatever. Our youngest, Liliana, is having STAR testing this week at school. And because the school has put so much emphasis on this stupid test that doesn't help in any way at all, and I know that because of my own experiences and because Michelle is a 15-year veteran teacher, and, well, her opinion is the same. It's stupid. But she is so worked up with test anxiety that she went to the nurse's office yesterday, threw up, didn't have a fever, so she got sent back to class to continue taking her STAR test. This morning, after I had left to go to work, and before she left to go to school, she had another complete and total breakdown because she's so stressed about this stupid test. And in the course of this, she gets talked to by Michelle very lovingly, very nicely, and encouraged to go to school and just try and blah, 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 blah. So she leaves to go to school, which we live about 2 blocks from the school, so she walks at 9. If you have a problem with that, I don't even know what to say to you. You probably should just stop watching this video at that point. But anyways, so she is so worked up that before she ever makes it to the crossing guard a block or so away from the school, she just sits down on the sidewalk. And Michelle is being taken to one appointment today by our oldest, Cassidy, and I'm taking her to another one after midday today, which is why I'm a little frustrated that I have to leave work even earlier than I was supposed to. So let's just say that. But she was so worked up that she sat down and just sat there. And so she was encouraged again, because Michelle saw it, to go to school. She made it to school. Thank God, right? I checked. But she went straight to the nurse's office. Threw up. The nurse knew what was going on, told her it's just her anxieties about the test, and to calm down and to do her best, and it'll be okay, and sent her to class because she did not have a fever, which was awesome. I love the nurse. Thank you. You're doing your job. But, so, you know, that happens this morning, whatever. Going through the work day, leaving at noon to pick up Michelle to continue the appointments for the day. And I get a call from the principal, mind you, of Dunn Elementary, and says, well, Lily needs to come and get picked up because at this point we've had a rest, we've put our head down, we've drank some water, we've eaten some crackers, and she's thrown up about 7 times. Awesome. Just awesome. And I don't know if you know this, fun little fact, that if a school calls and tells you to come and get your child because they need to go home, and you tell them, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm at work, or I'm at an appointment, or I have no ability to do that, they like to get other authorities involved, like CPS, and say, well, if you don't come and get your kid right now, that's where you can get them afterwards. So that's awesome in and of itself. So, keeping that in mind, I go to my manager and tell him I need to leave even earlier than I planned, which is a problem, to get Lily. Now it's 11 o'clock, and I'm not quite to Dunn Elementary. I've probably got another 10 minutes before I'm actually there. The dilemma is, do I turn around and go back to work and am at work for probably 20 or 30 minutes before I need to turn around and go and get Michelle and go to an appointment? Or do I just get her, go to the house, hang out for 30 minutes or so, and do the exact same thing that I was going to do while I was at work? Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It depends on what state she's in, and I'm certainly not going to yell at her because, see, when I was in school, I had test anxiety too. I didn't know it until high school, but I did, and it was identified by an awesome teacher. Shout out to the White Settlement Police Department officer, Officer Hodges, who did math teaching when I was in high school. Awesome guy. He rocks. I don't know if he's still teaching. Probably not. Don't know if he's a cop still. But regardless, awesome guy. So he identified my test anxiety and helped me through it during my finals in high school. And so I feel a little hypocritical being kind of ticked that she couldn't manage to stay in school today and do this test. But I'm more kind of pissed off that the school puts emphasis on this just dumbass test. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but it is. You train a kid to pass a test, right? That's what you're training them for. You spend your entire day training a kid to pass a test, a test. So instead of focusing on the cores and doing what you should and being able to really give what you can to the students, and mind you, you're talking about classes of 25 to 35 students per teacher, which is a little bigger than when I was in school. And they've got to spend their entire day, or, you know, whatever, at least during this week of testing, focused on this stupid test. They've got to get prepped for it weeks in advance. They're going to have, you know, meetings and conversations about it afterwards. Look at the numbers and figure out how many kids passed, how many kids didn't, write a bunch of letters, talk to the kids, talk to the parents, and waste a tremendous amount of valuable time going over this test. Okay, I'm not the smartest guy. You know, I'm certainly not the smartest person I know. But what in the actual hell is going on? Why is our class dedicated to a test? I don't get this. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe you guys can explain it to me. But I don't get it. I don't understand. I didn't enjoy tests when I was in school, but there certainly weren't, you know, as much emphasis put on it. I know our eldest daughter, who's graduating, isn't enjoying her testing experiences either, but at least she'll be done with the high school level crap. And I pray college hasn't been destroyed by this yet. But anyways, I'm prattling on when I should just end this thing and say, okay, deep breath, here we go, get the kid and figure out the rest of my day, and then try and talk to a 9-year-old about why she shouldn't be so worked up over a test when school is making it so damn important. I don't know how to do that. So maybe y'all can help me out on that. How do you talk to a kid about going against values that are being placed upon them in school and not, I don't know, step on the hardworking toes of the teachers that are being forced to do this themselves. I mean, I bet I talked to any one of her teachers today, and they're going to say the same things that I am saying right now, but probably a little more politically. I don't really care. I'm kind of irritated beyond belief about this whole scenario. Maybe it makes me a terrible person. Maybe that makes me a terrible father. I don't know. But I've got 4 kids, one going to college, one struggling to finish high school, another one struggling to find his identity, and to have a 9-year-old freaking out about tests to the point that she is evacuating her body is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And it's not something we've done to her. It's the school system, and it's this stupid STAR test. And it's not the only stupid test, but it is a stupid test. Because so what if they pass it? If they work hard to pass it, and they pass it, woohoo! Are they going to retain that information after you're done with the test prep? Averages say no. And you can look them up, look up the stats, talk to a teacher. I know probably everybody on my personal friends list on Facebook knows at least one teacher or is a teacher. So I really need people to weigh in on this, because I'm frustrated and I want to know how we as parents can change this. Can we change it? Is it something we can do? Is it something we can't do? Is it even possible? Yeah, let me know. Let me know, because I want to know. This is important to me. Later.